Man, I got to tell you, I hope I remember how to do all this shit.
Me too. It seems like we weren't going to.
No. You're holding something up that I can't even read.
Okay.
My contacts are all fucked up.
It says Mixler.
Yeah, Mixler's on.
Okay.
Mixler's on. So if anybody...
Did you push go?
Yeah, I did push go. Yeah, no, we're going. I think we're going. Yeah, we're going. We're good.
Say hello to Crunch, man.
Hey, Crunch. How are you?
What's going on, Mike?
I'm tired.
Hey, Tom.
Yo.
Back again.
I'm tired. I don't know how lively I'm going to be.
You didn't call me bra on the air.
That's all right, bro. You know, it's coming.
We just love you saying it, man.
It's coming.
We can't say it like
No, I can't. I can't even sound remotely cool like that.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. No, see, it
It's
doesn't
bruh.
work. It's bruh.
I know.
BRUH.
I know.
Bruh.
I got it.
I got you.
So, you know where I was.
Back from Vegas, huh?
Yeah, now I'm back.
You had fun out there, didn't you?
No. It's
We were getting texts the whole time Mike was out there. 6 hours and 47 minutes left.
I was actually counting down the minutes to get out of
There
the
was
trade
actually
show.
one you sent with seconds and everything.
Yeah, I was
like,
pissed.
It was like 2 hours.
Most people want to go to Vegas.
No.
A little trade show situation.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Listen.
Car guys. They want to see the cars.
Well, I wasn't around car stuff. I was around electronic stuff, the stuff that I do.
Right.
But it's just, it gets so... I'm just going to sound like such a dick, but I don't... Everybody probably already thinks I'm an asshole anyway.
Yeah.
You go to these things enough...
It's like 2 words, right?
What?
That you just said
And that quick?
on the list, yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the list, because we're always making fun of lists, did you see the Facebook post? Some guy came on and said, let him say whatever he wants. And I was like, oh, man, Mike hears that's going to be a free-for-all. Did you see that?
No, because there's probably various defamation leagues and people that would be after me. I can't.
He obviously didn't know what could possibly
No,
be
he
said.
did.
No.
He's like, let it rip.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't look. And
The guy actually posted. He's like, about this list, let him say whatever he wants. And I wrote back, dude, we really can't.
I'll go back to the trade show thing, but I got to tell you, you saw my post about putting Mixler up live because I hate Facebook. I can't navigate it. I'm trying to blow a post over. It doesn't work. And I'm like, this is not me. I don't care. I really don't care.
You'll get used to it. Don't worry.
But anyway, you go to these stupid trade shows. It's the same shit. Usually you see the same people over and over and over. Like they come every year.
Yep.
It's always the same guys, and you're always here. It just sucks.
Welcome to business.
It's
Welcome
true.
to Business 101.
Yeah. There's really nothing good about it. And you're there and you got to talk to everybody. You got to be friendly. You got to be happy.
So you were nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't even curse.
Imagine that. He got a whole year's worth of nice out of him in 1 week. Because he never does it when we're around, right?
Yeah, so you thought I was bad before? Wait till now. I used it all up.
You did.
Wow. Well, I regret to inform you that Big Simon passed away.
I know. Dude, that...
Big time grudge racer. We all looked up to him coming up. He was famous for the Oldsmobile with nitrous in the Cadillac.
The
with
Cadillac.
slicks.
Yep.
And that was his trademark, the Oldsmobile with juice. And he passed away. And
How old was he?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it had to be over 75.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect meant to the guy, but when I saw him, he looked like he was 90.
Right.
He always looked old.
Right.
But I mean, he got around fine. I mean, he didn't look like the old guy who was ready for a cane. But
and he used to go out there on the highway and get it in.
Yep. And you know what's so messed up about that? My brother, because he actually caught up and listened to some of these.
Right.
He says, "How's Simon? Anybody hear anything from her?" I said, I should ask Crunch. Right. And then, like a couple hours later, you told me he passed away. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah. He had been in the hospital. I found out that information. He had been in the hospital, a little sick. So, we're going to give him tribute to him because the man was a pioneer in what we did in the street. Yep. And he showed a lot of people how to do things, how to be slick about things. And he introduced nitrous oxide to the city.
Yeah, and he introduced being slick with that Cadillac.
Yeah, I mean, he's street racing with a Cadillac, and don't get more slick than that.
Yeah, he was tough. Vinyl top, blue Cadillac.
Yep.
12 and a half or 13-inch slicks. He's going to be missed, man. I feel a little, I'm going to keep a smile on my face and everything. And I put a picture up on .com of my son hugging Big Simon about 5 or 6 years ago. And, my son, he took it pretty hard because he used to look up to him. So
yeah, you should put that on your Facebook so everybody at least knows.
Yeah, I'll do that tonight.
Well,
I think it's on our Facebook already, right?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
you?
My friend Hassan might have done.
Yeah, he did. He
I think
did.
he put it
Yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
it's on ours already.
Yeah, I don't.
I know
look
you
at
don't. We're not. Well, I was.
Well, you
I
have
was
to go
talking to
back.
Crunch.
Just go look at the kid. Go look at the kid. He was younger. He's
Yeah.
19 now. But so salute to Simon.
Yep.
Big
Yep.
Simon.
Yep.
Our prayers
R.I.P.
and condolences to the family, and God bless you, bro.
Amen. He was a good man.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a shame.
All right. So Tom, I see you got a little list there. What you got there?
We're always talking about lists.
I know, right?
The outlaws, they got us.
Yeah.
You know, hold on before you get into your list, because since this is somewhat dynamic and we end up thinking about things to talk about, can we talk about any of the potential things you have lined up for people to come on?
Oh yeah, we can.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if we could do that.
Yeah.
You said it in a shocking tone, like, well, of course, you idiot.
Sorry.
So go ahead.
Ask me again. Go ahead. I don't want to say it in a shocking tone, man. I don't want to hurt your
All
feelings.
right. Tom has managed to track down a few guests.
I have.
Okay.
Yes.
I have, Michael.
So you're being considerate of his feelings.
And
Yes.
and I'm going to tell you who they are in the most loving way possible right now.
That's better.
All right, too much love now.
Actually, yeah, I know. Actually, Mike Murillo called me,
Okay.
and I mean that's a pretty high profile dude.
Is that House of Grudge?
Yeah, it's House of Grudge.
Oh, we're finally getting closer and
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah,
know,
so
I
I
know.
mean, it's pretty good because if he actually got to listen to more than one or two of them, he heard us talking about how much we're looking forward to it. The
Right.
one thing that I have to hate about it, and you might even told him, it's not on my cable provider.
I
No.
I didn't tell him that because when he called me, I was with a customer, and I was talking 300 miles an hour because I was trying to get in everything I wanted to say. I knew he was busy, so I didn't say that.
Probably got off the phone and said, this guy Tom's a fucking nut.
No, actually, they ordered some parts too, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
But yeah, it was good. So he's gonna work out a time. We're gonna have to kind of cater to him because he's working a lot of hours at the shop and tuning
Cool.
and shooting a show. So we might have to do a late night show one night. Or I told him we could, record him.
Yeah.
And he was gonna get Ken Herring,
Okay.
and I don't know if we're gonna get them together or separate,
Okay.
but that's a pretty big deal
Right.
for our little show.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, I mean, see, we can get a lot of the profile type racers, like people that racers would know.
Right.
Like, I mean, I could call up a bunch of racers. Tom could call up a bunch of racers. A bunch of grudge racers.
Right.
Like, hey, look, we had Anothony DiSomma. Who would have known?
Yeah, and we got to talk about him too.
But, to have somebody, a TV personality, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I think that
And they
cool.
are, yeah, and they're kind of excited. Right now,
they need to hear what we think.
Well, the cool thing is, I think we said this a couple shows ago. We were kind of ahead of it before we even knew what they were doing, saying, we wish that there was a show that they really raced, not like this stupid
And
street
gave
outlaw
us some
shit.
good realism.
Yeah. And I told him that, and obviously he liked hearing it. But I said we talked about it in a show previous, so I was kind of telling him we were ahead of the curve a little bit.
We were.
I know.
We needed something a little real. Like the first couple Street Outlaws you saw, you're like, this could be okay. And then it, then you understood.
Shipwreck.
Yeah, I never
after
said that.
Well, I mean, I think
I never said that.
I think in some of the beginning ones, they weren't quite as produced. Like it looked like they were making passes out on a road and stuff.
Yeah, I know, but
they had the lighting.
Yeah, but they had squirrel cage music and sound effects and shit.
I didn't pick up on that.
Formula One engines and
I don't even want to talk about outlaws anymore.
Speaking of Formula One engines, where's our engineering guy tonight?
who knows?
Because we forgot to say that he wasn't on.
He might be listening though.
He might.
Alan, how are you? If you're listening,
Yeah, Alan is so lucky. Crunch loves him, man.
I know.
because we're gonna tool on him right now.
yeah, I know it's coming. I'm trying to give him a little leeway there.
So Alan's not here.
He had a little parentaling duties.
Yeah, he's got to watch. Is his wife out of country or something?
Yeah, his wife's out of country for business, so he might call in. I told him to call in.
He's
he
not
didn't seem
calling
to
in.
want to call in.
Well, he's not going to call in.
There's nothing wrong with while the wife is gone, you're watching the kids, right? There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Well, one kid.
No, one kid.
Oh, okay.
That's a handful for Alan. Though.
That's Abby. She's
Yeah.
She wants to meet us. He texts me and says she wants to meet us. So
Really?
you have to be on your best behavior.
Well, she's
Tom.
met me. She's a
Right.
cute little kid.
Yeah, she didn't mention
Looks
you.
nothing
she said
like
she wanted to
Alan.
meet Tom.
She doesn't
and
want.
Crunch.
She doesn't want to meet me.
No, she's a really cute.
I'm
little
sure
kid.
she is. I mean, kids are adorable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't say that often.
I know
'cause
you
I'm
don't.
not particularly a kid person, but she's nice. She's got a good little personality.
right.
It's cute. But Alan is, what was he? Did he spend all day yesterday on a swing set?
Yeah, and his ETA on that thing is Wednesday.
Oh my!
It's a swing, and he actually sent a text message to us about that. And I couldn't hate on him anymore. I couldn't make my fingers type. Like, dude, did you really just say that?
It's like the beginning of a joke. Like, how many engineers does it take to put together a swing set?
Exactly. Like he ETA's Wednesday. It's 7 days, man.
Car guys, and look at you. Tooling on the engine.
Alan, I know that another problem, you might not have the phone number, so I'm going to give it out again. And anybody else who wants to call in, we actually have a call screener today. So I don't know if you noticed that. I have no phone console here.
Oh, okay.
We're big time.
I'm a little late today, so of course I didn't.
We have a call screener.
We have a call screener. His name is Thaddeus.
Thaddeus?
Yep, Thaddeus. He is down in the building.
He's down in the building.
Yep. And
okay. Hey, Thaddeus.
he should be able to hear us if he kept his head screwed on straight. He's a beaut. I think when we're done,
if he's awake.
Once we have some calls in queue, maybe we'll invite him up and we could
cool
talk to him.
Put him on a microphone.
But the phone number to call in 908-751-0211.
I would have forgot that again.
Did you? Yeah, because you just.
I know, yeah, and you said it last time. Like somebody's got to talk about the phone number, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Again.
We're not broadcasters. We're getting there.
You didn't think of it either, bro.
Wow. All right. Well, we had Gordo on, and we never got to put his interview.
Yep.
Into the mix.
Yep.
So I want you to slide that into the mix if you can.
Yeah, we can do that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about some subjects, and then we'll get Gordo's interview. And I felt bad too because he was entertaining.
Yeah, he was good. We need to hear that because he's one of the guys that they're currently doing the grudge racing, and he's up and coming. He started off, pretty slick,
and he was like right out there, man. Just he didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't pull any punches.
It's a good interview. So when we go on break and play that interview, you got to listen. It's okay.
All right, so well, we got a couple things. We got to hand it to Anothony, man. Anothony DiSomma was on our show, one of the first shows we did, right? And
I think he was probably on the second show.
Right.
Yeah,
I think he was on the second.
Yeah, it was
and
the
fourth
second one.
Yeah.
So he broke another record, right?
Well, he won Rockingham in precision turbo, whatever that class is, outlaw turbo, extreme,
right,
heavy duty, platinum.
Yeah, the big class.
Yeah, the big class.
Okay.
And he reset the record. He qualified number one at 380 at 210, and then during eliminations went 379, 213, 24.
Cool.
And you know what else?
379.
He's rocking.
Shut up, man.
He's rocking.
He's got more in it.
Got more in it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were going to start talking about half mile.
No. No.
Wow, that's boogieing in the eighth, bro.
That's giddy up.
Yeah, and he told us he was going to start digging.
Well, I mean, I think that gets a little political. He's got to be careful. You know, I mean, you can't if you start going really fast, and this goes back down to this kind of shit happens with the circle track stuff too.
Right.
If you get somebody who's he's running particularly well, and he's got a particular combination, it's like in comp when they go and they hit somebody because they say he went too fast.
Well, more than that, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
he's got to worry about his customers.
Yeah.
Because he can't go 379 having customers going 389, 395, and they're saying, man, you're giving yourself the best shit.
Yeah, it's another problem.
Oh wow,
It's a big problem.
No, we had a lot of that with the circle track stuff.
Sure you
A
did.
lot
well,
of it.
can he just say I'm
better
doing the research and development in mind, so I
well,
can help you
know
get
what?
yours quicker?
Nobody ever wants to hear that.
No.
They wanna hear that as a customer.
He could say my car's better. I got a better chassis guy. I got I'm better at tuning. The motor really probably doesn't have much to do with it anyway, other than staying together.
Yeah, I think because I mean, like again, we always talk about.
I hate to say that because he's an engine builder. I just killed him.
I know.
Sorry,
but
idiot.
But he knows exactly what the deal is. Like we talked about this. Like if I had a piston ring that picked Anothony up 20, be like, what are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, right.
He's not gonna. He doesn't need 20.
No,
know. He could.
But if you say 150, he's going to be looking for 150.
Right. So, I mean, I think once these motors get to a point, then it becomes application. But the guy's still got to have the foundation to put the motor
Let me
together and do
clarify
it right.
what I just said.
Hey, we're just saying Anthony's just like some schlep put motors.
Yeah,
on.
no, Anothony absolutely knows how to get these things to stay together at crazy horsepower numbers.
Which is a big part of
Which is a big part of it. What I meant was what you just got done saying. 20 horsepower here and there, 40,
Yeah.
it means nothing.
But the customer wants all of that.
The customer, they always think they're not getting the good stuff.
Yep.
Right.
We definitely had that, and it took.
An engine builder. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took probably 2 or 3 years of Brian being out of the sportsman class before we started doing motors for that class, because people were like, "Well, I can't go to you. You race against me."
Right.
You know, because they look at everybody like everybody else is a scumbag.
Right.
You know, I mean,
You talking about your brother Brian?
yeah, I'd sell.
My newest Facebook friend.
I was the honorary Facebook media day too, and I was like, "That's disgusting."
He denied him.
I should have.
You denied him? No, you didn't.
I should have.
I know you did.
He was close.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anybody on his friends list.
But yeah, I asked Anthony to call in because I felt bad. He kept calling me, and I don't know if it was this weekend or was it the weekend before.
The weekend
Before. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he kept calling me during the show, and I was busy and I couldn't answer him. And I got to call him. I got to call him. And then by the time I got done with the show and we got done with our dinner, you know, the team dinner,
right.
you know,
Every night.
it's like 11:30 at night in Las Vegas. So then it's 3 hours later here. I can't call him.
Right.
You know, so I never talked to him. So I told him, I said, you know, call in. I said, and tell us what's going on. But I did finally catch up with him when I got back. And he's like, or actually, I think I called him after the show ended. And he's like, he's like, went fast. And he's like, and he could go better. He could definitely go better.
That's good to
But
know.
he's just so afraid of, you know, having them take something else away. And if he's the only really fast turbo guy, it's really not fair to take it away from all the turbo guys.
So they'll penalize him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So they're worried about it.
And he should be,
Yeah.
because they will.
Yeah. Because they're trying to make it level between the blower guys. And if the blower guys had any brains, they'd all get together and be like, look, we got to slow down for the next 3 meets, you know, like 2/10.
Yeah, right. Right.
But I don't know.
Then they'd win the rest of the season.
I don't know if they think that far ahead.
Probably not. Hey, 2 quick things.
Yeah.
And they're both you, actually. You sent me a link. No, it's easy, though. Easy stuff.
All right.
No, it really is.
I'm tired.
I know. You don't say that again. You sound like Alan. I'm tired. No, seriously. You sent me that link for the MotoGP guys, and I don't want to talk about motorcycles at all, but that was crazy.
They are absolutely
Out of their minds. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
I don't know if I say, listen, I watched some and I was into motorcycles for a while, raced for a little bit, had a lot of fun.
Right.
But, you know, got older, a little smarter, a little more fragile.
Right.
Said, there's not a fucking chance I'm doing this anymore.
Gotcha.
So I think it was, what was it, Sunday? Sunday, there was nothing on. Nothing. And
were we watching Sportsman NHRA and making fun of it?
yeah, making fun of this.
God.
I'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole nother group of people that hate me.
Yeah.
I stopped on a motorcycle thing, a MotoGP thing, and these guys out of fucking control, dude.
Are you talking about the ones that
Yeah,
lean
yeah,
down and
yeah.
hit the knee?
Yeah, but they're rubbing each other, dude. They're
Touching each other, going through current. The
Yeah.
turns?
Yeah, like rubbing paint, like cup cars.
Wow.
I gotta post. I gotta post this if I figure out
On
how to make it
purpose?
work.
You saying on purpose?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're going for the
tactic?
lead.
That's a tactic.
I don't know if it's a tactic, but he sent me the short link to one where those guys were going for the
For
win.
the lead, 2 laps to go.
And one guy gets into another guy into his back tire, spins himself out. You know, obviously on a bike, you fall off the bike. The guy slides like 300 yards or whatever on his leathers.
And then he gets up running after the bike to grab it to get back into
on.
the race. Yeah.
That's not good.
But
Crazy.
but they bounced off each other a few times before the one guy ended up crashing.
And it was the guy in second place that crashed himself.
And that's like
Right.
It was
that's
actually
like
that guy was leading. He just got passed for the lead, so
that's
now
like-
he's fucking a nut switch.
that's like NASCAR when they do the little bump. Same
yeah,
thing.
but it was.
Yeah.
But you really shouldn't do
On-
that on
on
motorcycles.
two wheels.
On motorcycles, yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what I mean. They're crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the other thing is, what were you talking about dyno fake outs?
Yeah, we want to know what the dyno fake out is
Yeah.
all about.
Had a customer call me.
An old engine builder customer?
Yeah, and he was asking me some questions about how to figure out if the dyno number is correct.
Uh-oh. This show was about to get real interesting.
So I said, well, what do you got going on? And I don't want to like talk about the numbers, but the bottom line is the guy had, based on the fuel flow, had like a 25% correction in horsepower.
Holy cow.
And I
Wow,
said,
what was the fuel number?
a brake specific of like, let's say it was let's just make it easy. Say it was 0.5. And let's say, okay, use 200 pounds per hour fuel, 400 horsepower. Well, he had something that was like 500.
God.
And I'm like, but I figured it out. It was like 24 point something percent what he told me. And I was like, that's not how this works. And that's really, and the worst thing is the guy that dynoed it was so stupid. He gave him all the information.
Wow.
So then you can just look back there and say, okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. So one thing I just want to get into this because this always bothered me because you get, especially with the circle track guys, they tell you, oh, my motor makes this. My motor makes this. To me, unless you have a Superflow dyno compared to a Superflow dyno or a DTS compared to a DTS, maybe they've gotten better to be comparable. But if you have a Superflow and they're dead weighted correctly and the guy's doing everything right, we could dyno a motor at M2 or we could dyno a motor at our place.
Right.
Ron from M2 used to bring his circle track motors up. We'd run them and they'd be within a couple horsepower. I mean, that's how they should.
A couple horsepower?
Yeah.
So plus or minus 2 horsepower?
Yep.
2 different dynos.
Yep.
2 different sessions.
Yep. Different rooms, different days, because
and that's pretty accurate then.
Yep. When you get everything zeroed back out and you do all the proper correction, that's what you'll get.
Yeah, correct for weather, correct for barometer,
Right.
all that stuff.
Right.
So the things you need to look at, you got to know, like around here, what, 29?
29.90.
Yeah, 29.90. And you might have something down to like 29.5 on a horrible day. You might have a 31.
Yeah. 31's a killer day.
In barometer.
Right, in barometer.
So if you go to a guy's shop and, he dynos your motor and he has something completely wacky for barometer, standard corrected is 60 degrees, dry air, and I think it's 29.95.
29.92.
Yeah, 29.92.
And he's got a barometer at 27 something. That means he's putting a pan load.
Yeah. Sorry, Alan.
So everybody listening to this is going to go to their dyno sheets and start looking, and it's going to be a lot of confusion for a Tuesday.
And the easiest way to figure this out is if you go to your cities, your closest city, closest whatever, on Weather Channel,
right,
they'll give you the barometer. Now, it's not going to match you exactly because you could be, depending on where in the country you are, it could be a little bit higher or lower than your closest distance to the city.
Okay. On the coast, it's typically like 29.90 and change.
Yeah.
Because you're around sea level.
Wow.
Yep, on an average day.
Yeah.
And I know the old shop was like 100 feet above sea level. That's all we were.
Yep.
But but so these guys, they're using things because they either want to look better than they are,
right,
or they want the customer to be happy. Right. So they jerk around these numbers: vapor pressure, barometer, room air temperature,
the brake on the dyno. Okay.
Well, that's easier to see.
Yeah.
Like on a Superflow, there's a switch in the bottom. At least there used to be on mine. The newer ones that are more computer controlled, they probably don't have that. I mean, we had computer driven stuff, but the new stuff is pretty involved. There's a switch. You knock it over to tenths underneath so you can see that, like, normally it'll flash 0. It'll just stay 0. It might say like 0.50,
right,
0.50. It'll go back and forth. When you flip the tenth switch, you'll figure out how heavy of a foot-pound head start it has. But if you look at a Superflow dyno and you see anything over like 0.5, well, then you know right off the bat you've added a foot-pound or something somewhere. And then there's gain, how much gain is involved. So it is a little harder to say, but
Gotcha.
the easiest one is to correct the data because that's something that most people don't pay enough attention to know, okay, it's right or it's wrong.
Right. And they give you all the information.
Well, this guy did.
Wow.
Gave him fuel numbers.
And we're not wrong for suggesting what you're doing if you get a dyno sheet.
Yeah.
You should know. I mean, if you pay for a dyno session, you should get exactly what you get, what you're supposed to get.
Or you get a guy like this that calls me up and says, and I haven't talked to him in years, and he says, let me ask you a question. He's like, can I give you some information and tell me what you think? And he gave me I said, give me brake specific. Do you have that? He's like, yeah. I said, give me fuel numbers. I said, yeah. I said, okay, it made this much uncorrected today or the day you ran it. He's like, how'd you know that? I said, because brake specific is measured.
Right.
You took in this much fuel. The dyno observed this much power.
It's all math.
That's what it made. And
exactly right.
And then when he told me the horsepower number, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's not possible.
Something is askew.
I said, were you in Colorado?
Well, some engine builders are known for their true numbers.
Yep.
And some guys are known for the inflated
loose
numbers.
dynos.
Yep.
And you're wondering, well, wait a minute now.
Whose dyno was it? Can you say?
Uh-oh. Please don't start a war. Don't start a war.
We don't. I don't care.
I have a name in my head, but I don't want to.
It's not around here.
No.
I'm the one you're talking about. I'm talking about there's a guy in New Jersey who has some inflated numbers, and he's supposed to be an engine builder, but I know where he buys his engine from.
Really?
So we're just gonna leave that alone.
You can't say that and leave that alone.
Yeah, I am, because I would be hating in the eyes of someone that doesn't know that I'm trying to help. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. On Facebook, they say we're gonna leave that right there.
Wow. I got to take a side note here. I've got Tad doing call screening.
Yeah.
It would help if I opened up the window to see what's going on, if anything, right?
Wow.
Well, at least you pushed go.
Yeah, I did.
Well, if something was going on, you would think you would have called your cell phone or something.
Yeah.
You?
No, but there's nobody on yet. Or there was, and they hung up. Who knows? Because I was looking at the screen. I'm like, oh, that still has all the chat stuff on it from before. It's like, I think that thing's off. God.
All right. Are we gonna
So
you ready to add Gordo in?
You want to put Gordo in? Let's put Gordo in. We'll take a break. All right, guys. You want to introduce him? Because it just kind of starts out with Gordo.
This guy here, he ended the season last year. His first official grudge race for cash. He won. He turned around and did another one the same day for more money. So he walked away with almost over 20.
Did he really walk away with that much?
Yes. It was beautiful. And he knocked off Danny. You know, we all know Danny from New York.
Yep.
Who's he's a pro guy at this. He knocked him off on the tree. He told him, I'm going to leave you at the tree. He sure did. He cut that tree down. So let's hear the interview.
All right. Here's Gordo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Crunch.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in. We got all the boys here. Alan, Tom, Mike.
What's up? What's up, man?
What's going on?
So you started, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get to where you are right now? And then we'll talk about the more recent races and things you did. Like, where did you come from? How did you get into this? What started you into it?
My family's into imports, mostly rotary Mazdas, and I was into just going to the track, helping my uncle out and stuff. And then when I got a little bit older, my cousin got a junior dragster, and I got in it a few times. And I was kind of a fat boy, so I didn't last long. You know, me and the junior dragster. So I used to worked at my uncle's shop for a few years. Learned a little bit about the Mazdas and stuff, and saved up some cash. And built a Mazda, turbo Mazda, street car, and then started with saved up some more money from there, and then built a back half Mazda RX-2, 1971 Mazda RX-2 back half. Just a little, racing at the track, bracket racing, got my feet wet with it, and then started from there. That's where it all started. But basically a four-cylinder guy that converted into grudge racing. I like the smack talk. I like the I like the action. I like the guys go down there and barbecue. It's more of a it seems more family oriented deal than just regular bracket racing.
And that's something we've talked about, on previous shows. And
barbecue.
Barbecue. But I mean, we've talked about barbecue, and we've talked about the street racing scene, like at the Hole in Newark. That everybody there. It was a good time. It wasn't just go down there for the race. It was the whole event. Everybody hanging out, bullshitting, talking, and yes, setting up races in the meantime. So that's really good to hear. And it's good that, you come from a junior dragster and made all the way to a progression. Did you ever have any thoughts of going in the direction of a class type of racing, or do you think that there's more action in the grudge side for you?
Well, I like the grudge racing for the simple fact that, I'm young, I talk a lot of shit. I like to stir shit up, whether it be my own race or somebody else's that I could possibly get started, because I'm trying to keep this thing alive.
Right.
I see a lot of guys avoid each other, in sense of guys who have nice cars or they have similar motors. They kind of avoid each other, and it's hard to get those guys to tie up and get it on.
Right.
So I try to make that happen. But in sense of racing, man, whether it be bracket racing, grudge racing, street racing, I just love racing. That's what I love. That's what I love to do.
What kind of car do you have currently?
I have a 1981 Camaro.
Nice. And how big is the motor? Can you say?
It's a 468. It's a passenger big block 468 cast intake, one carburetor.
Nice.
On 28-inch tires with Caltrax.
Nice.
So that's that's nice when a street or grudge racer comes at you with that information. Passenger block. I'm thinking back, like to the days before,
Right.
there were 900-inch big blocks,
Right,
because now you say the guy says, okay, passenger block, big block, how big could it possibly be?
4 and a
Single
quarter.
4-barrel. Yep.
Right, 496.
He kind of just described a super stock motor. you know what I mean?
Right.
Now, what does it have? Does it have spray on it, or what is it?
No, it's naturally aspirated. It's just a stone cold killer.
Wow.
And she's quick too. I've noticed. I've seen it in action. She's just very quick.
Nice.
That's pretty badass, because that's what you see is what you get.
Right.
Do you do your own motors, or you got somebody doing them?
No, I had a guy by the name of Alan Brzezinski and ARC. And
Yeah, I know Alan. I know him well.
Yeah, Alan helped me out. He built the car for me. I actually bought the car in Old Bridge at a tire shop. It was sitting in the back of a tire shop. I bought it for $3,000. It was a street car. I got my ass whooped on the first time out in the street with it. It had a small block with a plate system on it.
Yep.
And got my ass whooped with it. And just from there, I just wanted to get it on. I got the feel for it. I showed up at the track. I seen a lot of the guys get it on. Guys like Young Stang and the whole firm. They're pretty popular. Long Island Will. These guys go down to the track and just get it on. Billy G, Bin Laden.
Yeah.
I see these guys just talk and show up. They talk about it and they're about it. They go on, they get it on. So
right. Now I've heard you.
I talked enough shit for a few years. It's time to build me something.
Right. I've heard you tell other guys, no matter where they come from, whatever state, if they sit like you with a passenger block, big block, it's on.
That's correct. They sit like me. Cats, I don't stipulate. They come 2-carburetor. They come stock suspension with a passenger block. There's not one out there that I won't race.
This guy's a real deal. That's stone cold right there. That's it.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
Now, apparently, Crunch had said before. Well, Crunch, I'll let you take it. Just a couple big races he just won.
Yeah, he actually ended the season last year he made the day exciting. So that's why I was proud to bring him on, because like we discussed, the older guys going out and they're not involved as much. The younger guys coming in, they're very important to how things will be structured. And this guy right here is good for drag racing. This guy is good for grudge racing, for cash. Him and, I told you about Tommy Jackson's nephew, Mark Jackson. They call him Young Stang.
Yep.
So I tell you about the newer, younger guys. They shape how it is today and how it exists. And I'm proud of them because I happen to know them all,
Yeah, see, I like this guy. He talks some shit, but, that's part of it.
Sure,
That's how you get things going.
Yeah.
But how's the respect?
Exactly. You get guys. You got guys that are, they might not, they're anti-social, or they're not like into the yelling and the arguing, but in grudge racing, there's really no happy medium. You either talk shit or you shut up. You can sit there and say I'll race like a gentleman or whatever, but if you're into that, man, just bracket race.
Right.
But is there mutual respect?
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was going to say. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Like I said, you could go out there and whoop some ass or get your ass whooped, and at the end of the day, you're welcome to their barbecue grill. Sit down and eat with them. That's what I love about it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, and that's the important
Even
part.
if you talk a lot of good shit, like sounds like you're pretty good at.
I talk me some shit. I talk shit to the big guys, to the guys like myself. I'm not a big guy. I'm just a regular guy with a toy that likes to have fun. But I talk shit to the big guys too. Like I talk shit to Danny. Where everybody was saying, I didn't have the upper hand. Danny, they got an inline small block in a Malibu, pro driver compared to me. That was the very first time that I ever grudge raced for cash at the track. Like I said, I've had street races under my belt, but the first time I've ever went up to that light and got it on for cash.
And now you're telling all the big boys you don't care who sits over in the next lane. You a trim, right?
Oh, it really doesn't matter who sits in there. If he's got a heartbeat, put him in there because I'm going.
I like it.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, listen, man, it was great having you call in. If you want to call in from time to time when we're doing live recordings with me, and listen, of course, if you get a race that goes off and you won and you want to talk shit, we're your guys. Call us.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been listening in. I like the show. I've heard, a few of the shows online. I've checked them out. I keep in contact with Crunch. And it's a blessing, man. It's nice to know that there's guys out there that care about this, and let's keep it alive.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're trying to do it right, and we appreciate it. So, I mean, yeah, you're always welcome, and good luck. You got anything set up? Is there anything coming up that you can talk about that you're trying to set up?
I have a race with Billy G. He's coming 3,400-pound Malibu with ladder bars, giving me the break. Conventional head, big block. That's in the making.
Right.
We haven't had a set date yet, but that's in the making. And
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be Englishtown or Acco.
Right. I'm actually Crunch is actually look at me talking about Crunch. I'm actually the DP man for that race.
Correct.
So that once
DP man,
they come up with the race date, then I'll have more information.
Well, make it at Englishtown so we can just pop over there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And for everybody that's out there, man, that's listening to this show, and anybody who's grudge racing, stop being a fucking chicken. That's the bottom line. Just go out there and get it on. Right. That's basically it.
Well, Gordo, thanks, man. I appreciate the call, man.
Yeah,
thank you, fellas. It's nice talking to you guys.
All right, likewise, man.
Thanks. See you. Now I got to tell you, we were sitting here listening, and the mics are probably kind of hot. I think it goes out over Mixler, but this guy's talking shit, and I'm trying not to laugh.
I know.
Because then there'd be laughs on top of laughs. He was a really good interview.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he's about it.
And you know what's really impressive about him? Started out in a junior dragster.
Mm-hmm.
That's
worked
pretty good.
Up from zero.
Yep.
Right.
Now, I do see that we have a champion on the phone.
Big shot.
A race winner. Anothony DiSomma has called in. But now this is kind of funny because, see, the screener, he had to put down he's from New Jersey. Do you believe that?
That's right. He has to rep the state.
Let him do his job. Don't hate on everything. He's
Thank you,
sitting
Thaddeus.
down there the whole show doing nothing.
Yeah. All right, let's bring him in. Anthony, you there?
Yo,
buddy. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I felt so bad because you were calling while I was at the trade show, and I'm like, I got to call him back. And then when I got done, I just got done saying when I got finished, it was late. You know what I mean? It was always, like 11 o'clock in Las Vegas, and I didn't want to call you. Your kids are sleeping. So I did say that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you could go a little faster yet.
We're going to see. We're trying to keep that, under the hat here.
Yeah.
What hat?
I knew he'd be happy about you saying that.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Ant. This is Crunch. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Good.
I see you out there doing big things.
Yeah, we're just trying to be consistent all weekend,
Wow.
And you actually had a problem with the thing, right?
Yeah, in the finals, the crank trigger wire broke.
Yep.
And the ignition went on, off. And basically like turning the ignition switch on and off at wide open throttle, and it blew the intake off and the hood and everything.
And that was the final pass, right?
Yeah, that was in the final. I mean, it happened right at the end of the pass. Good thing,
Yep.
Wow.
That's amazing. How fast you go in the final?
85 at 2:11.
Wow.
Which was the slowest pass of the weekend, actually.
It's unbelievable how fast that thing is.
Yeah, so now you reset the record again.
Yeah, 379 at 2:13.
Wow.
What kind of 60 foots?
980s.
Man.
0.980.
Yeah, it should be better. I mean, we got to work on that now.
Well, I think I saw, aren't some of the blower guys going like 95s, 94s?
Yeah. Yep. 950s, 940s in our class. Yeah.
Wow. A 0.94 60 foot is exciting.
Hey,
We've been.
Sorry. Good. No, I was going to ask you, is that one of Timmy's cars?
No, that car's a Jerry Bickle car.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we talked about Tim on the last one because I had to tell the story that the first time I went to go see your car, how perfect it was. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was like a show car. When I walked in the garage, I couldn't believe it. Beautiful work.
Yeah, he does nice work.
Yep, absolutely. And at some point, I guess he's going to come on too.
Yeah, I spoke to him, I guess a couple weeks ago. He was busy last week, but he's going to come on a show one night.
Well, Ant,
cool.
Ant, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you're the record holder, what's next for you?
Win a championship.
Oh, okay. So he's ready to rack up the points.
That's the record.
Okay.
Where's your next event?
Louisiana.
Oof.
Shreveport, I think it is.
Yeah.
What's the date?
And then St. Louis.
What's the date?
Oh, I think it's May. I forgot. I got to look. I think it's May 18th.
Oh,
And then the St. Louis race, which is after that, is like May 29th.
Okay.
Now, I got to ask you, do you fly to these things or do you go down there with the car?
The far ones I did.
All right, yeah.
Like Rockingham, I didn't.
Because I mean, when we had to drive 2 hours to Bridgeport, last thing I wanted to do was work on a car. So I couldn't picture.
Oh, that's worse.
No, he's a big shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big dog now, Ant. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He takes his
Texas,
own
I
jet.
flew out there.
Yeah, he takes his own jet.
Yeah.
He's got his own pilot. He just doesn't tell anybody.
Can we go on your jet one day? Or just like sit in it? I just want to make Michael make airplane noises, and I'll make believe I'm flying it.
Just don't touch any buttons.
No, we won't touch. I promise we won't.
All right, man. You got that thing apart and looked at, or are you just going to leave it alone?
Good. I mean, no, it's all. We took it all apart because I was just making sure that's all it was.
Right. Yeah, because you have something like that happen, you could have something else go wrong because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everything looks good. I'm gonna might as well re-ring it while it's apart. It's got 30, 40 passes on it, so put rods in it. And
I hope all the nitrous guys heard that. Well, I got 30 or 40 on it, so I might as well look at it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're checking spark plugs every pass.
They got guns to their head right now.
Well, you actually nipped a plug down there, right?
Yeah, we had a fuel problem. The filter had a little crap in it. We never checked it, so we just fuzzed one a little bit, but it didn't hurt anything. It just basically, lost tension in the ring. We didn't change it. We just left it.
Yeah.
The rest of the race. That's why it was smoking a little bit in the final.
How lean did it get?
We can't tell you all that information now.
Sorry, my bad. You're right. I apologize, Ant.
I think we've learned a lot already.
Just the EGT went up like 150 higher than normal.
Yeah.
And it just lost tension in the ring,
Yep.
Boy, all the nitrous guys just have to be sick of hearing this stuff. Sure. We didn't look at our fuel filter this whole year. Lost a little bit of. Yeah, we got it. It's okay.
So turbocharging has changed the world, right?
Yeah, nitrous guy to have his pistons in a Bomni oil pan.
They usually do.
Lots of hatred from me.
Yeah, but they choose to be nitrous guys.
I know they do.
Hey, I was a nitrous guy.
You were.
And then you got smart, right?
Beginning,
Or you got broke.
I had to run against turbo guys. And realized I couldn't do it when I had it.
There you go. Well, congratulations, man. It's awesome. We were trying to watch. We were trying to watch on that live feed, but that's kind of a shit show.
What, on the Motor Mania TV?
Yeah. Really. I just didn't seem to work.
Oh, really? I had to work. Oh, man. Listen, the first race that Anthony went to, I was actually in here and I was glued to the computer like an idiot. I mean, I was like, oh, what the, like everything. And I watched Anthony's stage and everything. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like yelling at the screen.
Well, then it must have been Alan sending me bad links. Oh, you know what? Actually, he did. He admitted that he was an idiot. He sent me some kind of bad link.
Yeah, no,
they're usually pretty good.
Yeah, it worked pretty good, and they had a pretty good presentation. They talked about stuff. There's some guy. If any of the Motor Mania guys are listening now, of course, I'm become a little more of an audio guy. They got the guy who's out there doing a roving reporter stuff. I can't even do it because I don't want to hurt anything in here. He's like yelling into the microphone with it an inch from his mouth. And he's like, rah, rah, rah. And then they go talk to the driver. He's like, yeah, well, it was pretty good. And the driver sounds perfect. This guy goes, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, what the? Somebody do something with that guy.
It's by Brian Olson. He's just excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's on the chip. No doubt about it. He's out there.
So, Ant, who's on your heels in this competition? Who's on your heels most of the time? Who's like your best competition?
Well, I mean, everybody's fast. I mean, I think we just have a good program going, and we're just every pass we're just staying, a little bit faster than everybody, like, trying to,
Right.
And I mean, Kevin Fiskus, he's basically, I think we're ahead in the points right now. He's doing good. I mean, the Thata guys are killer. The Gallup Motorsports guys. I mean, everybody, it's just pretty close. I mean, the qualifying, I think we qualified with an 80, and we were number one. And I think like all the the 16th car. Well, the 16th car was a 4.0 with Jim Bell, but he was having problems. But I mean, most of the time you're talking maybe there's like a tenth and a half between all 16 cars.
Wow.
It ain't like
that's pretty tight.
It's not like real. Yeah, like maybe 2/10. You know, it's not crazy. Like, it's not like you have number one qualifier going, 380, and then number two is 399. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
Let me ask you a question. How much faster do you got to go? I mean, like, did they give you any guidelines as to you better not go X amount faster than
the be a shit starter?
No, I don't. I know. I mean, I'm like serious. Like,
no. I mean, basically, like when in Texas, when we basically went a tenth faster than everybody, and they kind of got, came over and looked at everything and this and that. And you don't want anybody. I mean, listen, I'm the first guy. Sound like I'm Italian. I'm Italian. Hey, I'm the first guy.
Forget about it.
But you don't want anybody to run away with anything.
Right.
It just makes it for an unfair. Then you get people that can't come and can't compete, and they don't want to come.
Well, unless you're you and you're the fastest guy.
Well, no, because that's bad too.
Right now,
because
I know.
Because if Anthony is the only guy that's going super fast, they really can't hit the turbo guys, because then you're doing it to penalize one guy.
Right.
I mean, now all the turbo guys were like, if you looked at the top ladder, the top 8 guys were all turbos, and the bottom 8 guys were all blower guys. Then they got to make a correction.
Yep.
But I don't know.
No, but it's like basically, like some of the guys are like, listen, I don't care about the mile an hour, because mile an hour doesn't win races. That shows your potential. And when we do, I hate the saying that turbo guys always say, we can't 60 foot. All we have is back half. No, because we ain't working hard enough for 60 foot, because we don't need to, because we have back half.
Yep.
Wow.
At
least you're honest.
But, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, we have to work on it better. And of course, once that starts happening and then the gap gets wider, then they'll have to do something, which is fair. I mean, everybody else works their tail off just like we do.
Well, you guys had to tighten it up anyway, because that saying worked in a quarter mile, but it definitely works less in the eighth.
Yes.
Because there's no time to back half.
Different. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean, between us and a blower car, back half is probably a tenth.
In the eighth or in a quarter?
In the eighth.
Oh, no.
In the quarter, I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably more than that. But,
yeah, probably more.
I mean, like, we'll go.
But that's a lot.
118. The blower guys will go 126, 128, I think. I mean, the other turbo guys go 119, 118, I think.
Wow.
But in the back half, the 330 to the eighth.
Well, you're living large for now, man, which is cool for us.
So try to stay on top.
Yeah.
Listen, my feeling. Blow it out of the box, dude. If you could go, a 60, go out there next week and go a 60. And just walk around like you got a 10-foot unit. You know what I mean? Forget it.
Yeah.
I wish it was that easy, though.
Well, you're making it look pretty easy.
Sooner or later, he's not going to want to talk to us.
Sam does all the tuning, so I just point and flirt.
Yeah, why don't you give your car owner some credit, because we actually have some people from those areas listening now, so it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, that was awesome. I mean, he learned Pro Mod on this car. It's not like he had data from anybody else, and he wouldn't, he didn't want to take any help from anybody, because he's one of those guys that likes to figure it out himself. Got me frustrated, because in the beginning I just wanted to go fast.
That's pretty cool, though, that he learned it all and he's that good, that fast.
Yeah. I mean, it was a year, basically. But
that's not that long a time period to do what you do.
Yeah.
Plenty of guys.
There is.
There's a lot of guys that have, screwed up for way longer periods of time than that.
All right. Well, listen, plug your business. Tell, everybody how they can get in touch with you if they want to be the faster turbo guy. Let them have it.
Yeah, DiSomma Racing Engines, DRE.
Phone number?
908-757-6937.
What does that spell?
Holds well.
What does that spell?
It's 75 power.
Nice. 75, forget about it. Italian guy.
Yeah, forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right, Anthony, man. I apologize for not calling you back sooner, because I really wanted to know, but I hate that place. I hate going out there. I hate it.
You got to do it.
Yep.
Congrats again, Ant.
All right. Thank you, guys.
See you, buddy.
Man. See you.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you. Bye.
That was nice.
Yeah,
And then, of course, Alan picks right then and there to call in.
of course.
And then
he hangs
Then
up.
he hangs up.
I'm
Alan, the engineer.
Yeah, I'm texting him now. He probably got tired of the hatred, so he's going to call up. And, is it really productive for him to call and complain about us hating on him?
No, I think that's very counterproductive.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
still going to be on his side though. 'Cause
I know.
you guys
He needs somebody.
He needs
you guys are rough.
Yeah, well, he deserves it. 5 days to put a swing set together. We didn't even talk about rod bolt clearance on the air either.
Oh, we forgot to mention.
Now, in fairness, that I understand. Okay, listen. Alan put a motor together for a kid. Okay.
You understand what?
I understand Alan kind of
Being an idiot?
because here's what happens. If anything ever goes wrong with that motor,
Yeah,
the
I
kid's
know.
going to turn around and be like, it was those rod bolts, I'm telling you.
I know. And he is married to it, and the kid is his nephew or something. I
Yep.
know. Yeah, you're right.
So his dopey cousin or whatever comes over here. I don't know if he's his cousin, nephew, some kind of blood relative. I don't know who he is. And he bought a motor from my brother that was hurt. It was the motor from his Trans Am.
Yeah.
And it needed a crank. It needed some stuff. Long story short, I thought it was a 383. Turns out it was a 350. It was what? How long ago did you see that car?
That was in the 90s when I remember.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're probably talking better than 10 years, maybe more than 10 years. Might have been 15 years that car has been sitting.
Right.
So gave it to Alan. Turned out it had a 350 crank, not a 383 crank or a 400 crank. So he bought a crank thinking it was a 383.
Oh, okay.
And then the rod bolts touched the block. I said, listen, dude, not a big deal. You might need to do some block work. It was an LT1. I don't know what the block's like. I said, just radius the rod bolts back. They come that way.
Right.
Just give it a little room. I said, I wouldn't even go as far as to tell you if it turns, excuse me, hiccups. If it turns, it ain't gonna hit.
Right.
I said, really, that's kind of what I tell you. And he's like, well, is there a number? I said, no.
I used to get them when they were tight and torque them down and then just shave the top.
Yeah, if the thing will turn,
If it turns, it's going.
yep, it's going. So he had enough. He had 20 thousandths of clearance. Well, apparently his genius nephew or whatever read somewhere that, he needed 60 or better. And so now this kid's in my kitchen sitting here with a guy from Manly who makes fucking connecting rods, basically telling us, no, he's a moron.
You cannot say
What is
I walked out. I left.
Tom's like, I got to go.
Oh, Lord.
I literally came in here. I'm I can't talk to
be
this
an
guy.
avid listener.
No, not likely.
No.
Not likely. But see, now I understand Alan's side.
He's
but-
making a hemp sweater right now. That kid.
But Alan was going to take the whole motor apart
Right.
to re-clearance the block, and he had never even addressed the rod bolts to lay them back at all. And I mean, it's the easiest thing in the world to do.
You just
Right.
like one out at a time, and
But oh, that's right. The kid said to me, "Well, if you take that material off the rod bolt, it's going to be out of balance." And I was like, "Holy
actually,
shit!"
Alan said that too.
Did
That's where
The
the kid
bad
got
thing
that.
is Alan is not here to defend himself.
He's listening. He just called in and hung up.
I don't know. He might not be listening.
I just texted him to call back, and who knows what he's doing.
Well, I'm sure our ever-present call screener will get right on that.
I feel bad for
What's-
Tad.
what's his
Tad,
name?
you did a good job,
Tad?
man.
You did a good job. Hey, Todd, you know what? I'll tell you what. Why don't you come up here and sit in the studio? Come on. Get your dumb ass in your truck and come up here.
But quickly, because we're running out of time.
I
for
saw
you,
a
dude.
Chevy truck over there. Is he driving the Chevy truck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I saw that pickup truck.
Yeah, so come on up, Todd. You can use Alan's mic. FUD.
You guys are killing me tonight.
He's not here yet.
I'm not sure if we're ready for Tad on the air.
Have you ever met Todd Crunch?
Never met him. You've been telling me about him.
You're in for a treat.
Yes, you are.
So you just spring him on me right now, live on the podcast.
Yep.
So now, if Alan calls in now, we can still control.
I can,
Yeah.
yeah, I can still do it. It was
Come on,
just
Fudd. What do you do? Oh, the kid's probably.
Well, what does FUD,
Oh, yeah,
what does
he might-
FUD mean?
he might be.
That's what we call Alan. Fudd.
FUDD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like something should be on the list.
Well,
I'm just saying. It just sounds like a word that would
No.
go on the list of
FUD.
things
It's-
not to say.
It's with two D's.
if you look at
So, okay. 1D would have been
Yeah, I know.
better.
I don't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Two D's. 4 D's.
well, ironically, he got that name.
I don't know why I said it either.
You
And
guys are hilarious.
the name of his company that because he incorporated for some of the things he did, it made it safer for him, is EJF for Elmer J. Fudd Engineering. So it's EJF Engineering. Swear to God.
I know that.
So you're
to be
not
true.
making that up.
No,
you
he's
can't,
not.
You can't make that.
Nope.
What did he ever engineer? Did he drive a train?
It might be what he's talking about. I don't know. It's obviously
Maybe.
not a swing
You
set.
guys are rough.
Yeah, it's not a swing set. Where is Tad?
Oh, I forgot to say. I happened to walk in and see two pretty yellow Corvettes, nice and clean.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that wonderful that I managed to put them
saw
both
that.
in the garage after the winter?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I saw that.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Looked like they washed and waxed and everything.
No, the yellow one, the new yellow one has been clean because it hasn't really gone anywhere. The old yellow one, I just backed it up and pulled it in.
Oh, okay.
Put air in the tires.
Okay.
But it was out all winter.
All winter.
He got it in.
Right.
Perfect timing for spring.
It was cold in there to clean.
Yeah. I know. I'm just.
So we got new batteries in, everything.
Yeah.
We
Ironically,
go fire them up and go.
Ironically, the old yellow Corvette, the 2014 Corvette that had the battery go dead and junk in a few months.
Yeah,
that
right.
yellow one hasn't run since last August. I mean, that's how long it's been out there,
Sorry
and it
about
wouldn't start in 2 weeks. And I got in it, battery was dead, put the jump box on it, pulled it in the garage, turned it off, turned the key forward, started right up. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Figures.
Car got stuff, bro. See, I said, bro,
You did say, bro.
just flows.
I know. You're the man.
Just flows.
You know,
I wonder if Brian's listening. Does he know that you're gonna let me take his Z06 home tonight?
I know, right? That would be funny if you just. But you know what? He's probably the kind of idiot. Be like, okay, let him.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't care.
He just doesn't care. No, yeah, his keys might very well be in it. They really might.
I couldn't take his car. I'd be more afraid that he would.
Well, what car would you leave him?
The van.
The what?
The van.
What van?
The minivan.
Where's your Subaru?
Shut up. I think everybody knows it blew up already.
I don't.
Oh, we have.
Did we talk about this? Yep. Here's Tad.
Well, what's he, a sloth?
Yeah.
Come in, dude. He told you to come in.
You're gonna take a leak. Okay. Well, we won't tell anybody that.
He had to come here to tell us that?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, Tad will be on momentarily. Strap in, kids.
Yeah, really. I don't know if we can get any worse.
Oh my God.
All right, one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Dave Acker, you know Dave.
Yeah, great mechanic.
Yeah, Philadelphia street racer. He
Great mechanic.
he moved to a new location in Bristol, PA. Really nice A&W Performance.
Right.
I don't know the address, but look it up online. He had a really good car show. They're going to do cruise nights once a month throughout
Yeah,
the
let me
summer.
know. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Dave was known in the grudge scene. He always had the nitrous cars flying, stock suspension for years. I'm talking going back 15, 20 years. The S10 pickups.
Yep.
Doing 121, 122, 60 footers 10, 15 years ago with stock suspension.
Well, he won Atco's X275 class this year. He was the 2014 champ.
Oh, okay. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. No, he gets it done.
He's one of the local guys that gets they get the good respect, the real respect.
Well, he built a lot of cars for a lot of people in
Right.
the Philly area.
True.
So, yeah, but nice new place.
Really?
Here's Tad.
Here's Tad. Sit down in the vacant FUD seat. Crunch will let you through. Now those things hanging there, they're headphones. They go over your ears.
They cover your ears. Wow, make a little more noise. Bang some more stuff around. We need sound effects, man.
What are you, a sloth?
Well, what is a sloth? Define that for
It's
me.
a three-toed animal that is really slow.
Oh.
Look it up.
So you could have said tortoise,
Google
or
it.
turtle.
You can be kind of up on the mic.
Could have. Sloths walk upright.
All right, there you go. Hi, Tad. How are you?
He looks nervous, man.
Yeah, you do look nervous. What the fuck's the matter with you?
There's no cameras in here, man.
Well, you didn't exactly have a lot to do. We had essentially two callers.
Yeah, I know. We suck.
No, well, part of it is that because first off, I'm a little out of it. I'm still not.
I know you're still in Vegas.
You still got jet lag.
Yeah, I'm still a little effed up. So yeah, it moves all around. If you want to pull it lower, might be a little more comfortable as lower, so you weren't trying to talk out of your nose. A little lower in the mic would be good. A little lower. I'm trying to give you a hint.
He's not.
There you go.
It was only 4 times.
So we should have posted links on Small Block Posse and Yellow Bullet and stuff, and I just spaced.
Wow, I should have done the Yellow Bullet.
And
I
I
forgot
came
about
in
that.
late today.
Yep. Yeah.
Next time, we suck.
Yeah, it was totally my fault.
Hey, by the way, Tad, when Fudd called in, did you talk to him? Yes. What did he say?
Besides
why
hello.
did it?
Are you enjoying yourself? Or, as a Abby has to go to bed. It's bad timing, but Mike texted me and blah, blah, blah. And then when I went back on to tell him, 2 minutes, he's like, no, I'll tell him I'll call back in 10.
Call back in 10. In 10, we might be off.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Just as I hung up,
yeah.
you hung up with Anthony. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was gone. Yep. Well, that's actually, I mean, how long does it take to put a, never mind. I'm not even getting into it. I mean,
I thought you were going to ask how long it takes to put a swing set together.
no.
reject that, yeah.
No. I was going
He
to
has
say,
to be here to defend
how
himself.
long does it take to put a 5-year-old to bed?
It is a pretty involved swing set. It's not, it's like a jungle gym.
Dude,
kind of
he's
thing.
considering
I saw
having
it.
the people that made it come and
For $1,000.
$1,000. I'll go do it for $500 just to.
He's
just
an
to prove him
engineer,
he's an
right?
Idiot.
He's
Yeah.
an engineer.
I think he drives a train.
Which jet ski you have to go over to get that piece to go to this jet ski?
But he's got jet skis in the way.
7.
Oh, jeez.
7 jet skis in the way.
Are they old style jet skis with the, like, or are they wave runner type stuff? Is it new style stuff?
A lot of them.
Well,
There's some sit down, some one stand up.
Well,
old school.
I think technically a jet ski is the one you stand up on.
Yeah, and it's got the handlebars
Yeah.
that move, and when
Apparently
when you
they're
crash,
like-
you kill yourself.
Yeah, apparently
We could
those
start
things,
racing jet skis.
those
for money.
things are hard as hell.
Yeah.
From what I heard.
Yeah.
Have you ridden them? You? You got a hard time walking. How do you ride? What? Oh, okay.
Broke your back.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Tad was run over by an old lady.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
She backed over him twice too.
So
Yeah, he was in a coma for
this
what?
wasn't a relationship going bad, was it?
No.
Yeah.
It was just an accident.
Yeah. How long were you in a coma?
48 hours, 6 weeks.
Did you hear people?
No.
You don't remember any of it?
You did.
Well,
Yeah.
coma's not dead, dude.
But he,
I was dead.
he died.
Did you really?
No brain activity, nothing.
That's
And
just
nothing's
just like
changed.
now. Yeah. I mean,
Well, thank God you're back, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, look where I am.
Pardon the pun. Thank God you're back. Broken back.
what do you mean? Look where I am. Mike kindly invited you up here.
As a screener, now I'm
Now you're in studio, man. Now
moved-
You're in
Listen.
studio.
I'm in the FUD chair.
But listen,
All right, good point.
if you listen to most
Oh.
radio programs, it takes quite a bit of time for you to go from call screener to on-air personality. So you've managed to do this in about an hour. So you should be pretty proud of yourself.
or it doesn't say much for us.
No. Yeah, Tad had a collision with an old lady. He was, well, yes, but I mean, the two of you came together in an unfortunate circumstance. And the old lady hit him and actually dragged him because she was just not really with it enough to know what happened.
Wow.
So yeah,
This just became sad.
Yeah.
I bailed off the bike from what I've been told, and my bike hit her driver's side door, and she kept on driving and ran me over. After I bailed off the bike, it kept on driving with me under her car
Yeah.
For how long?
until my body rolled over and stopped the car.
Yeah.
That's why
Do
I
you
told
do you remember any of it?
nothing.
I guess that's good, right?
Yeah. I think it's probably better.
Is it on video?
Yeah. Why didn't you have your GoPro on that?
GoPro.
You're a good friend because we're tooling on a bad situation. I feel sad.
I've known Tad since
Tad,
before high school.
You're okay now, right?
That was a long time.
That's a blessing.
Was it just?
The
You think? No,
Malibu.
I think I knew you before then because of Aldo and
Aldo and Wallers.
yep, and John and yeah,
Well, John.
yep, yeah, all that stuff. That was years ago.
John? Stan?
Yeah, the John.
Do you have a car that you would love to have, Tad?
Well,
What do you have?
one of the reasons that I brought Tad up here is Tad is a weird car collector. He's had some very unique items.
Yeah.
What are you pointing at? Tom's pointing, so I wanted to point out he's pointing.
I'm pointing at Alan on the phone.
Oh, Alan. Hi, Alan. I'll bring Alan in. Hold on.
He probably wants to know who's sitting in his chair.
Yeah, Fudd. I got bad news for you. You were replaced by another retard.
How you guys doing?
We're good. We're good.
We're good. The show's over.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I called in and I had to bail because it was the exact time I had to put the kid down for bed.
I don't like that phrase, put the kid down.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds so bad.
Yeah, no,
Old Yella.
no. I've always thought that too. But yeah, no, it was exactly bedtime, so I had to bail.
We're glad you're doing your parental duties, brother.
No,
Bro.
no, and
Crunch is
actually,
glad.
Abby and I listened to a little bit with Anthony.
Yeah.
Very, very good stuff.
All right. Yeah. No, Anthony's a good. It was good. Good caller. And it's fun. What did he say? He said something. He's like, oh.
I said, forget about it. He said,
yeah, he said something.
I'm a guy.
Oh yeah, no, I heard that. I was on to that. That was funny. I forget what it was.
This a guy.
You there?
Yeah, this a guy.
This a guy.
Oh my God! Like you
Well,
should be
we
making pizzas.
still want to know what cars he has.
Well, now we have Alan on the phone. Alan is kind of equally weird in car taste, which we've discovered.
And Alan's
times.
selling the truck now.
Yeah, but Tad, what was the oddest thing you had? Because I remember the staff car.
Oh, that was probably that 39 Plymouth.
Yeah, 39.
39 Plymouth.
Wow.
Flat black.
Yeah, that
Was
was
it in
really
pristine
weird.
condition type of?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you hear Alan? You hear Alan? He's like, no. What'd you do with
It
the
was a
car,
little rough.
Tad? What did you do with the car?
I sold to somebody and they couldn't put it back together and they sold somebody.
Go ahead.
No, my weirdest car was never that cool. I think the weirdest one I had was one that I sold to Tad for, what was it, a Whopper and $10?
From Burger King?
Oh, the Rambler.
Yeah,
Was that a Burger King meal?
that was a Burger King meal.
Wow.
Wow.
And the funny thing was, Mike was also in that car because I remember going to the Burger King and trying to get my wallet out of the back pocket. You know how you like lean with your shoulders up against the seat and get your wallet out of your back pocket? And the seat fell completely back on the back seat.
Wow.
The floor was so rotted.
No floors in the car. Did you guys have your
No.
cigarettes rolled up in your sleeves too?
We ain't that old.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's like Fonzie. Yeah, that's my man coming up.
Hey, God.
A Rambler. What
we're
year was
losing
it?
it.
What year was it?
69.
69 Rambler. Now,
68,
see,
you know,
car
Rambler
guy.
American.
Was it a straight six?
Straight 6'3" on the tree.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I know you had that was weird was that ambulance.
What, the M725?
Yeah. It's a military ambulance.
That does sound cool.
And he
It
used
was-
to drive it
It
on a
was
daily
both
basis.
cool and really weird.
You didn't grudge race that for cash by any chance?
Oh, Christ. What's it going to grudge race it against? A Snap-on tool truck?
Hey, it actually wanted it.
A hearse.
400. It went.
See, this is pretty good because Alan now feels like he's in position to pick on
That's
somebody.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. Alan,
He's
stand
never
up.
talked that much before.
Stand up, bruh.
And now,
No,
go ahead, Alan. I'm sorry.
no. It is kind of funny being on this side with Tad there. You know, Tad's had a couple of cars even I can pick on, and I have weird stuff.
All right, don't get too comfortable, dude. We'll talk about the swing set that's kicking your ass.
Or the L
No.
cam. The L
Or the L cam.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I had an L cam. Wait, what?
But I do know this.
I bought an L-cam from you.
Can nobody ever say L cam again, please?
L-cam.
El
My
Camino. Car guys know what it
really bothers
means.
Tom, so say it like 6 times in a row.
All right. Has I got to say this. You know that Tad is one of your Subaru brothers, Tom, right?
I know. I heard that.
Now, that leads up to, I guess, both you or Tad and Tom both talking about this extremely fast Subaru that has a stock bottom end.
Yeah, a friend of ours. No, stock engine. Junior tuned. They just, I don't know where the records come from because it's funny. You see on the internet, I just set the stock legacy automatic record, world record, something or other. But anyway, he did go 977 at 147 with a stock engine.
Wow.
That's
No, that's
giddy up.
That's boogieing.
Yeah.
That's boogieing for any car.
That would not be a bad street
think
race
Subaru
car.
guys.
And that was on street tires. That wasn't even the slicks. Well,
Yeah.
no, they did the slicks for the latest quicker one they did, but that was impressive.
I don't think they went quicker. I think they broke the passenger side axles when they put the slicks on it.
Here's my question. How did you guys get into Subarus?
From the wheels that slip to the wheels that grip. What? It's easy.
I got into it for a business reason. I mean, we saw how much
Chauffeur?
how much business was in it, and we started making parts. So I got he cracks himself up, doesn't he?
Yeah, because the Subaru, you have to have a love for a different kind of car. Because yours
I
looks
bit
good.
my own tongue.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like
Just now you
Subarus,
did.
but Tom's Subaru is slick. When I hit the driveway and I see it, it's slick.
It
And he-
is pretty neat.
You know,
Well,
it just sounds like Mike says it sounds.
No,
like,
I'm
it
waiting
has
for
the
a
sound
ride.
that he says. It
That's got to
sounds
be
like.
impressive.
Yeah, no, it's a neat car. They all do sound stupid,
Yeah.
but it's a neat car. Yes, it did.
yes,
Well, you didn't hear when I put the equal lights on it. Sounds like a
Did it really fix that?
Yes.
Really?
Sounds like it's just a
What the hell is a DSM?
Mitsubishi.
That much I knew. I didn't know DSG or LCAM, but I knew DSM. All right.
Anyway,
Well, all right. I'm going to let you go, Alan. You can study your swing set directions. Were they really going to charge you $1,000 to put that together?
No. It comes with an insert in the instructions. Oh yeah, no. Go on the website. We'll tell you how much it'll cost to assemble.
we're going to get right on that.
$900.
How much?
$900 to assemble this thing.
Is it almost done, Alan?
No, it even says it'll take 2, and I love this, moderately skilled people.
Well, you're
24
fucked.
to 36 hours. Yeah, no, I'm in trouble.
The jabs keep coming.
I could have that thing done in half a day,
Wow.
By yourself.
probably by myself,
With one arm tied behind your back. And an eye patch.
and
Come
one
on.
shoe on,
no power tool.
Yeah, come on by.
and a hook for a hand.
All right, Alan. I guess when's your wife
Okay.
coming back?
No, the wife's coming back Sunday.
Where is she?
Shanghai.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and the guy with the Ducati is not there anymore.
Yeah, we're not talking about him anyway.
No.
All right.
All right.
No,
Say
but
goodnight,
it'd be
Alan.
fun if there was some street racing in Shanghai.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Good night, Alan.
Good night.
See you, buddy.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Alan.
Bye.
You guys are terrible, man.
He wants to talk about a guy that rides a motorcycle in China.
You guys are
I
terrible.
didn't even think they had motorcycles. I thought they had them little stupid scooters that I
Well,
see all
Are
the
we
time.
past? Are we
That's what
past
it
the
was.
time for a whole show? Because
Yeah.
you guys are terrible.
Yeah, we're past
That's
the time.
our own Alan. We replaced him.
I could have been worse,
He had to call in, and he still gets told calling in.
but he got to goof on Tad, so he probably
He's feeling good right now.
Tad
Yeah,
is
he
gonna move up. Tad is gonna move up to engineer the box over there. He's like,
You
"No,
still the
Well
funny,
said. Well said.
I
Ted.
used
well
to drive an ambulance. This guy right here is special.
I wish we had a Cameron here because he looks nervous as
I told
all
you.
fuck.
I got it from Anthony.
Yeah, but I mean, well, Anthony looked nervous, but you look like you're ready to fucking shake. You got to, dude.
Were you starstruck when Anthony called?
You were on the phone with him for a long time. I saw him call in. I was like, what the fuck is he
I didn't realize
doing?
who it was until I looked at the screen. I was like, oh, it's Anthony. And I was like, God, this guy sounds familiar. I can't figure out why. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, somebody went to Botech with.
So you,
No.
so you actually questioned Anthony DiSomma.
Well,
Of who he
well,
was.
You know, he goes, who's this? So I was like, oh, I got, I told him I'm coach replacement. And he's like, oh, and I'm looking around. I look up. I was like, oh, it's Anthony. Jesus Christ, he's a kid.
That's twice he said JC.
Yeah.
JC's okay to say, right?
Well, not in that context. But
Not in
go
that
ahead.
context.
Anyway,
Tad, you have to learn the list.
come on, man.
Come on. You've been here a whole 20
He told
minutes.
me you texted him. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna put you on hold. He's like,
Yeah, I texted him today to call in if he had a few moments because it was nice that he won again.
So he grilled him.
Yeah,
He's like, who are you? Oh, okay, Anthony DiSomma.
Well,
What do you want to talk about?
I thought it was just funny because when I looked up and I saw that you had actually managed to put the state in that he resides. That, like,
All right, Mike, you have to wrap this up, else we're gonna be here and Tad's gonna fuck around and say something crazy.
yeah, probably.
Hey, it was a good show, though.
Yeah.
No, it was fun.
Good to
And,
have everybody back. Alan, come on back next week.
Yeah, well, he should be back. So, oh,
Yeah, you're done.
yeah,
You're
you're
done.
grown roots.
Good night, all.
All right, thanks everybody, and we'll have some guests next week. See ya.